Level 1, the dream. You wake up before sunrise in Southampton with freezing air cutting through your coat. The docks are already alive. Workers yell over each other. Cranes swing massive cargo overhead. Coal smoke fills the sky so thick it burns your throat. Then you see it. The Titanic, 882 feet long, more than 46,000 tons, bigger than anything you thought humans could even build. It doesn't look like a ship. It looks like a city ripped out of the ground and dropped into the ocean. Hundreds of passengers stand frozen just staring at it. Some smile, some cry, some pray. You grip your third-class ticket tightly because this tiny piece of paper cost nearly everything you own. Today you board the greatest ship on Earth. People keep repeating the same sentence over and over again. Unsinkable. Crew members say even God himself couldn't sink the ship. And slowly, you start believing it too. Level 2. You step onto the gangway beside immigrants, carrying suitcases tied together with rope. Mothers holding children wrapped in blankets. Businessmen smoking expensive cigars. Rich women covered in jewelry worth more than entire neighborhoods. Everyone is climbing toward the same floating dream. The moment your shoes touch the deck, you feel different, important, like you've entered another world. Electric lights glow along endless hallways. Massive staircases shine beneath chandeliers. The floors are cleaner than hospitals. There are restaurants, cafes, elevators. You've never seen luxury like this before. First-class passengers casually drink champagne beneath crystal lights, while violin music echoes through giant dining halls. And somewhere above everyone else is Captain Edward Smith, 62 years old, white beard, calm voice. This is supposed to be his final voyage, before retirement. The crew treats him like royalty. The passengers trust him completely. And why wouldn't they? Nothing about the Titanic feels fragile. The walls are steel. The engines are monstrous. The ship itself feels immortal. Level 3. But deep below your feet, hidden beneath all the luxury, hundreds of exhausted workers shovel coal into giant furnaces non-stop. The boiler rooms are hell. Temperatures reach over 100 degrees. Sweat pours down workers' faces while black coal dust fills their lungs. Every day, the Titanic burns through nearly 600 tons of coal just to maintain speed. Giant pistons slam back and forth like mechanical earthquakes. The engines never sleep. The workers never stop, and nobody upstairs thinks about them because upstairs the dream continues. Music plays every night. Rich passengers dance beneath glowing lights while the Atlantic Ocean stretches endlessly around the ship. The ocean looks calm, too calm. Level 4. The temperature drops hard. The wind changes. The air feels sharper now. You step onto the deck late at night and notice something strange. The ocean has gone completely still. No waves, no movement, just black water stretching forever, like polished glass. It feels wrong. Crew members begin whispering quietly to each other. Ice warnings arrive through radio messages all day long. Heavy pack ice ahead. Large icebergs reported. Proceed carefully, but the wireless operators barely pay attention because they're overloaded, sending rich passengers personal messages to land. The Titanic keeps moving at nearly 22 knots, fast, too fast for these waters. But slowing down would make the ship look weak. This voyage is about proving dominance, proving speed, proving power. So the engines continue pushing forward into darkness. Level 5. You feel it. Not a violent crash, not an explosion, just a strange vibration beneath your feet. A long scraping sound like metal tearing open slowly. Passengers pause for a second. Some laugh nervously. Others continue drinking. Then the engines suddenly stop. Silence floods the ship. That silence terrifies you more than any noise could. Crew members begin moving faster now. Officers speak in hushed voices. The mood changes instantly. You step outside onto the freezing deck and see chunks of ice scattered across the floor. Some children pick them up laughing and kicking them around like toys. Nobody fully understands yet. But below the waterline, the iceberg has already ripped open multiple compartments. Freezing Atlantic water rushes inside the ship faster every second. The Titanic was designed to survive 4 flooded compartments, not 6. The math is already impossible. Level 6. At first, the crew lies to everyone. Precaution only. No danger. Please remain calm. The band keeps playing music while lifeboats are uncovered. That's the terrifying part. Everything still looks beautiful. The lights still glow. The carpets are still dry. Rich passengers continue smoking cigars while asking confused questions. But then you notice the lifeboats. There aren't enough. Not even close. Around 2,200 people on board. Only enough lifeboats for about half. Suddenly the luxury disappears. Suddenly the truth becomes visible. Third-class passengers struggle to even reach the upper decks. Gates block hallways. Confused families push through narrow corridors trying to find exits. Crew members shout conflicting instructions. Panic spreads slowly at first, then all at once. Level 7. Women and children begin boarding lifeboats while husbands remain behind, pretending everything will be fine. Some men kiss their wives goodbye with fake smiles. Others lie directly to their children. I'll be on the next boat. But deep down, everyone understands the truth now. The ship is dying. One lifeboat lowers half empty because passengers still refuse to believe the Titanic could actually sink. Another boat leaves with barely a dozen people aboard. Precious spaces vanish into the darkness, while hundreds remain trapped on board. The front of the ship sinks lower every minute now. The angle becomes impossible to ignore. Dishes slide off tables. Furniture shifts across rooms. Giant metal groans echo through the hallways like the ship itself is screaming. Level 8. By 1:40 a.m., the panic fully explodes. People run through corridors carrying children and luggage. Some passengers pray openly, others fight. Crew members pull guns trying to maintain order near the lifeboats. Steam bursts violently from pipes beneath the decks, creating horrifying, shrieking noises across the ship. The freezing air burns your lungs every time you breathe. You look over the railing into the Atlantic Ocean below and realize something even worse. The water is nearly freezing. 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Falling in means death within minutes. Some desperate passengers jump early anyway. Huge mistake. The cold hits like a hammer. The moment bodies enter the water, muscles lock instantly. Breathing becomes impossible. Most victims don't even drown first. Their bodies simply shut down from the cold. Level 9. Now you're floating in freezing black water, surrounded by hundreds of screaming people. Every breath hurts. Your body slowly goes numb. Around you, people beg for help, pray to God, cry for their families. Then slowly, the screaming fades away, one by one, until the ocean becomes silent again. More than 1,500 people die that night. Millionaires, workers, children, entire families erased forever beneath the Atlantic. Hours later, the rescue ship Carpathia finally arrives. But for most people, it's already too late. Survivors sit frozen inside lifeboats, staring at the empty ocean where the Titanic once stood. And over a century later, the wreck still rests nearly 13,000 feet below the surface, rust slowly consuming the remains of humanity's greatest illusion. Because the ocean does not care how rich you are. Ice does not care about human ambition, and the Atlantic never gives anything back.